Hear the hunger in my voice. They used to tell me to speak up. The problem was what I was saying, they couldn't keep up. Instead of moving around with some patience, they tried to speed up. It got colder than a bitter bitch, found me a way to heat up. What's a favor for a favor if we all didn't make it? Kept it 100 with every problem, but just won't change. I ain't get caught up in the, I ain't feel like I made it. Couldn't picture me here now, but here's your moment to frame. And I ain't never understand that self-entitlement spirit. I felt your vibe, I don't wanna get near it. Before I made the appearance, I took a second, took a look in the mirror. This God, Lord, the only thing that I fear. Y'all got me fucked up. It's all passion, it's tradition, it ain't fashion. It's no action, they make threats and it's still passive. I think massive, no response, that's still tact. Y'all should quit rapping. Cheap shots, I'm cinematic. I ain't average, I'm an overthrow fanatic. I go, you lose and win like ass. I got first that's vision and the pigeons in the hood like the engine. You a bird for that chicken. I don't fake split. My made up, nigga. In the end, but my time ain't up. Now when I was young and running wild and wide-eyed like a cabbage patch, I had to get it as vivid, adapted to my habitat. It's certain shit I won't do, certain shit you can't prove. My shit sound like a payday, feels like more when the rent. If I had $1 for every dime you counted, I would be broke. Watch it be close, got a better chance, boxing the go. And they know I'm raw, and they know the squad, and I'm feeling lost, still in charge. I don't make them follow, I follow the law. Standing tall like they on Mars. I just got a call from my bro, he behind the wall, he told me let it up. Line for some cat, I got a different line in me. Everybody intimidated, I got that guy in me. You get focused on the dimes, I'd rather keep my nine with me. Help me get this off the ground, just know you won't fly with me now. I'm trying to make the news, I ain't playing by the rules. I've been trying to play it cool, but that ain't gonna be the living. Y'all out here looking like fools. Home truth, I ain't never had to choose. I'm trying to get beamed up, man, y'all trying to make the news. I ain't playing by the rules. I've been trying to play it cool, but that ain't gonna pay the bill. Y'all out here looking like fools. Home of the truth, y'all ain't never had to choose. Trying to get beamed up, man, y'all trying to make the news. I ain't playing by the rules. I've been trying to play it cool, but that ain't gonna pay the bill. Y'all out here looking like fools. Home of the truth, y'all ain't never had to choose. Trying to get beamed up. Hear the hunger in my voice. They used to tell me to speak up. The problem was what I was saying, they couldn't keep up. Instead of moving around with some patience, they tried to speed up. It got colder than a bitter bitch, found me a way to heat up. What's a favor for a favor if we all didn't make it? Kept it 100 with everybody, but they just won't change. I ain't get caught up in the hype, cause I ain't feel like I made it. Couldn't picture me here now, but here's your moment to frame. And I ain't never understand that self-entitlement spirit. I felt your vibe, I don't wanna get near it. Before I made the appearance, I took a second, took a look in the mirror. This God, Lord, the only thing that I fear. Y'all got me fucked up. It's all passion, tradition, it ain't fashion. It's no action, they make threats and it's still passive. I think massive, no response, that's still tact. Y'all should quit rapping. Cheap shots, I'm cinematic. I ain't average, I'm an overthrow fanatic. I go, you lose and win like asthmatic. I got first, that's automatic. I'm the best in my division. In the ghetto like the pigeons, in the hood like the engine. You a bird for that chicken. I don't fake split decisions cause my mind made up, nigga. We in the end of time, but my time ain't up. Now when I was young and running wild and wide-eyed like a cabbage patch, I had to get it as vivid, adapted to my habitat. It's certain shit I won't do, certain shit you can't prove. My shit sound like a payday, feels like more when the rent. If I had $1 for every dime you counted, I would be broke. Watch it be close, got a better chance, boxing the go. And they know I'm raw, and they know the squad, and I'm feeling lost, still in charge. I don't make them follow, I follow the law. Standing tall like they on Mars. I just got a call from my bro, he behind the wall, he told me let it off. Niggas lying for some cat, I got a different line in me. Everybody intimidated, I got that guy in me. You get focused on the dimes, I'd rather keep my nine with me. Help me get this off the ground, just know you won't fly with me now. I'm trying to make the news, I ain't playing by the rules. I've been trying to play it cool, but that ain't gonna be the living. Y'all out here looking like fools. Home of the truth, I ain't never had to choose. I'm trying to get beamed up, man, y'all trying to make the news. I ain't playing by the rules. Right at it. Hear the hunger in my voice. They used to tell me to speak up. The problem was of what I was saying, they couldn't keep up. Instead of moving around with some patience, they tried to speed up. It got colder than a bitter bitch, found me a way to heat up. What's a favor for a favor if we all didn't make it? Kept it 100 with everybody, but they just won't change. I ain't get caught up in the hype, cause I ain't feel like I made it. Couldn't picture me here now, but here's your moment to frame it. And I ain't never understand that self-entitlement spirit. I felt your vibe, I don't wanna get near it. Before I made the appearance, I took a second, took a look in the mirror. This God, Lord, the only thing that I fear. Y'all got me fucked up. It's all passion, it's tradition, it ain't fashion. It's no action, they make threats and it's still passing. I think massive, no response, that's still tact. Y'all should quit rapping. Cheap shots, I'm cinematic. I ain't average, I'm an overthrow fanatic. How I go, you lose and win like asthmatic. I got first, that's automatic. I'm the best in my division. In the ghetto like the pigeons, in the hood like the engine. You a bull for that chicken. I don't fake split decisions cause my mind made up, nigga. We in the end of time, but my time ain't up. Now when I was young and running wild and wide-eyed like a cabbage patch, I had to get it, it's vivid, adapted to my habitat. It's certain shit I won't do, certain shit you can't prove. My shit sound like a payday, yours like more when the rent. If I had $1 for every dime you counted, I would be broke. Watch it be close, got a better chance. Boxing the go, and they know I'm raw, and they know the spot, and I'm feeling lost, still in charge. I don't make it follow, I follow the law. Standing tall like they on Mars. I just got a call from my bro, he behind the wall, he told me let it off. Niggas lying for some cat, I got a different line in me. Everybody intimidated, I got that guy in me. You can focus on the dimes, I'd rather keep my nine with me. Help me get this off the ground, just know you won't fly with me now.
I'm trying to make the news. I ain't playing by the rules. I've been trying to play it cool, but that ain't gonna be the level. Y'all here looking like fool. Home the truth. I ain't never had to choose.
I'm trying to get beamed up, man. I'm trying to make the news. I ain't playing by the rules. I've been trying to play it cool, but that ain't gonna pay the bill. Y'all here looking like fool. Home of the truth. Y'all ain't never had to choose. Trying to get beamed up, man. I'm trying to make the news. I ain't playing by the rules. I've been trying to play it cool, but that ain't gonna pay the bill. Y'all here looking like fool. Home of the truth. Y'all ain't never had to choose. Trying to get beamed up.
One Westworld.
Right. Everything is lawful. Westworld. The pressure on. I remember bringing nothing home. Make it little just to make it known. Steady, ready, better watch your tone. When I was 5'7", I was breaking. I had a 5'7", now I want the chrome. 9'11", I was in my zone. Use the argument to lose your throne. Keep cool, ain't no running up. Damn, now I'm coming up. They coming against me, you dumb or what? You drawing, you done enough. They told me don't rush it, just wait my time. Paying attention, I see the signs. Coming right to me like Amazon. No time for distractions, I'm on the grind. Little shorty, your ticket, she know she fine. Got a couple of, so never mind. They throwing the shade cause they know I shine. Reason I'm going in overtime. You stuck in your ways, you keep fantasizing. I just go get it, don't think about it. Don't make it an issue, it ain't a problem. Not too much talking, just organizing. One Westworld, no way around it. Heavy, so you know I'm grounded. Too sturdy, I'm well rounded. Tunnel vision, I don't see a challenge. Get a minute, I'm killing it. Case closed, I don't need a gavel. No, you hate it, don't even matter. New pay, still the same time.
But just never forget that I do not. Always have that fresh in your mind. That I feel absolutely nothing for your pain and your problem. Because I know that all of your pain and problems are a test to make you stronger.
I live in a world where we coincide. If you're not ready to stay inside, you drowning away. Or you gonna ride. You stick to the end, you get glorified. Yeah.
Seeing if you're gonna step up in it, you're gonna run.
Stick to the end, you get glorified. Let's make it official, I'm one of them. One of the greatest is no exempt. It took me a minute to figure it out. I was struggling, and it made a man. I shuffled the deck and I played my hand. Just give me a reason to put them on you. Didn't believe that I had me a vision. Should I believe that you is loyal? Give enough pain, and I'm wrapped out. Before they burst they down, I took my devil and that's in his elevator. Boy, the haters, the celebration, and I put that on my reputation. When the fall is a demonstration, it's sick and I know they hate it. One Westworld every season, hot boy, this dedication. I'm giving game, I don't need favors. Go against us, you won't see the danger. You ain't family, you a damn stranger. I'll beat your ass, I don't need a baby. I don't got time for excuses. I'm plotting on making the killer. I'm getting the feeling, they know that I'm coming, I'm running. Let's get to the business. I'm still playing my post, taking the rim like Jesus. Check, don't run with too many people. Facts, I don't feel none of us equal. None of us equal.
And there are some brothers and sisters that know that so much, they would never leave. They would never abandon you. Since you have to stay alive here, they'll stay alive with you.
I live in a world where we coincide. If you're not ready to stay inside, you drown in a wave, you're gonna ride. You stick to the end, you get glorified. Yeah. You stick to the end, you get glorified.
They're one West.
You know, don't make this
Yeah, you already know what time it is, you understand? UPK, One West of the Command Junior High to all my brothers, we rollin' through, you understand? Cause these niggas weak, these niggas don't know what to do. You see these soldiers beside me, standing in all black with them shields on post, watching, they all my brothers.
Gold is precious, but loyalty is priceless. Harm on the mind might leave you lifeless. Wrong with this shit, I'ma need a diapers. Endure through any crisis, cause all my niggas righteous. All politics, cowards fold. Real niggas hold rank, stand for what they believe in, won't compromise a day. Never harmonize with traitors. Do not affiliate with impersonators. You cross the line, you gon' catch the vapors. My niggas strong, no chase. Them other niggas sweet like annihilators. Tank full of brown sugar like annihilate. Every time I move, a righteous demonstration. All I deny is Satan. My brother's glorious, true warriors. The labor swore down the death sentence. Can't stop till we notorious. Thrown in my way with a supreme audience. Proud ass nigga get exiled. No loitering around my brothers.
Yeah, you already know what it is. 144 back again, UPK style, put it down for my bros. And I roll with straight soap.
That's
you
right.
See them niggas with them shit.
That's
and
right.
The fatigues and they my we gon' rule it. We gon' rule this bitch at all costs. Nigga, we gon' take these from them crackers.
That's right.
This stuff.
That's
Take
right.
it to the
That's
ground.
right.
And
That's
we gon'
right.
eat
That's
and drink. Me and all
My
my
prayer like the ladder house. You can't blend with my men, nigga. I can tell you fake from your treacherous mouth. Claiming God is all love, we don't believe that. Give a damn about your 2 cents. Fuck your feedback. I give it all for my brothers, they deserve it. No excuses for my niggas. They striving to be perfect. Sacrifice whatever form they never owe it. You be cake, be click tight like Sweet Pea and Joe. Endure to the end, it's what a wise man told me. Liquor from the top shelf, but I spill it with the load. 144, nigga, everybody know me. All I ever wanted was revenge, fuck a road. Say you down for the cause, gotta show me. Stand tall and do not blush. Remain calm when the danger pop up. Flow deep like David Jones locker. More bars than central locker. No competition, only glory in the distance for my brothers.
Lock me, y'all. Shalom, Israel. Isupk started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Salaki had to go around and turn on the sound. Salaki, y'all. All right, y'all know what we doing today. We did the beginning connectors last week. So this week, you know we doing the ending connectors, okay? Salaki. Let's try to shed a little bit of light over here. Real quick, Salaki, for y'all, for me stepping out the way like that. All right, so this week is the ending connectors. When I say ending connectors, what I mean is characters that have word meanings that go at the end of a root word. A root word is a regular word. It's just the word without any characters or that have word meanings added on to it, okay? So it's just a regular word. For an example, the word apple. Instead of in Hebrew, if you say is eating. It's a better example. Eating. So you take the word eating or eat, the word eat, and you say, I am eating. So now the ing is the tense, and I am will be on it. So the word will be I am eating. All right, that would be one word in Hebrew. But the root word would be eat. So that's what we're about to do now. We're about to do the connectors. The connector would be I am and then ing. All right, on the word eat. So that's what we're about to get into now. I'm gonna go ahead and erase the board. Shout out to everybody that's online right now. All right. We good? It's the right marker? There's 3 of them up here. I don't know which one is which. Let's just check. We're gonna rock with this one. This one was pretty good. These might be some backups. Yeah, this is a good backup. And what about this? It's another good one. So I'm gonna leave this one right here. I'm gonna put this one up top here. All right, so the first character that we're going to start with, hold on, let me grab one thing. First character that we're going to start with is the character Ha. First character we're going to start with is the character Ha. Salaki, I'm just trying to make sure everything is good. I'm moving the mics and everything to get everything right. So we'll be going in alphabetical order, starting from the character A all the way to the character Za. All right? I mean, thinking Za like A to Z in English. All the way to the character Tha. Okay? The character A, all the way to the character Tha. Now, every letter does not have a word meaning. Okay? Some characters are just letters. They're just characters. So, the Hebrew alphabet, I'll write it up here. A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Cha. This character right here is Cha. All right, so I'm going to put the pronunciations under it. Can you title the class for me as well, Barzo? Title the class. Indian connectors. All right. This character is Cha. Cha. With the halt spit sound. Okay. Abagada Hawaza Cha. Ta. I Captain Ta Ward. All right. Ta. Or Captain Tazaya. Well, we get to design in a second, all right? So Locking, this is the character Ta. We also have the character Taza, all right? This is a different character, or a different letter, so to speak, right? Ta, Ya, Ka. This is regular Ka, like a kick, or can and all that stuff, can, kick. Come, this is a regular Ka. Ka symbol. This is the character Cha. All right, this is the character Ka. Taya Ka, La. Okay. Ma. Na. And this look familiar? Hijklmn. Where does that come from? The Hebrew alphabet. Okay. La, ma, na, sa. This is S-A. I. Pa. You gotta get something to keep this from moving. Pa. Taza. Like Captain Tazayawan. I, Pa, Taza. Like I put a regular Q up there. Qua. Character Qua, Ra, Sha, and Tha. The last 22 characters. Okay, 22 characters. As you know, as like a tradition in the school, we always recite our alphabet. Whoever participates in the class, they recite their alphabet. Okay, so I recite my alphabet. Well, without looking at it, y'all. I'm gonna stand over here and try to stay out the way. Aba gada hawazaka tayaka lamanasa I patzaka rashatha. All right. Now, with that being said, the characters that have endings is the character ha, meaning that the characters that have meanings that are used as ending connectors but have word meanings. Ha, wa, ya, ka, ma, and that's it. All right. These characters have word meanings, okay, as ending connectors. Now remember, I'll wait for y'all to write that down, and then I'll show you all the beginning connectors as well, which ones have beginning connectors. So it's literally just 5. And they're the same as the beginning connectors. There's just a few more added to the beginning. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or Akkad, Shenya, Shalash, Arabai, Kamash. Okay? So with that being said, these are the ending connectors. Now, the ones that are beginning connectors that have word meanings, or these letters that have word meanings, character A, Ba, character Da, character Ha, Wa, all right, Ya, Ka, character La, Ma, the character Na, okay, Sha, and the character Tha is a tense. It's really not a word meaning. Tha is a tense. But as you can see, for the beginning connectors, there's a lot more. There's just a few more. There's Ba, Da, La, and Sha. Now there is Akkad, Shanya, Shalash, Arabai, Kamash, Shasha, Shasha, Shashai, Shamawana, Salaki, Shasha, let me start over. Akkad, Shanya, Shalash, Arabai, Kamash, Shasha, Shashai, Shamawana. Salaki, this one is Shabai. I keep Salaki. The Shai is 9. I keep saying 9 because Shabai, as you know, is the number 7, where you get the same as Sabbath. The 7th day is Shabai. I keep saying the Shai, which is the number 9. So let me start over. Akkad, Shanya, Shalash, Arabai, Kamash, Shasha, Shabai, Shamawana, Shashai, Ishara, Akkad, Ishara. 11. And we can do the numbers for the next for the next class. We can go over some numbers. All right. I give y'all a few numbers. So now let's get into the lesson. Okay. I'm not sure if we got the camp on to go on TikTok, but we could. But I will do it next time. I didn't have it this time. All right, so let's start with the character ha. So just so y'all know, I'll leave them over here on the side. Okay. Actually, since Hebrew goes from right to left, let's leave it over here. Ha, character ha. All right, the character wa. All right, abagada hawazaka. Abagada hawazaka. Taya, character ya, okay, ka, all right, character ka, character ma, and that's it. There's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ha, wa, ya, ka, and ma. I probably can give y'all the numbers today. I didn't know that was that small on the board. I'm going to write it a little bit bigger. All right, just so y'all can see it, and then we'll start. So, ha, wa, ya, ka, and the character ma. Okay? Oh, damn, let's put it back. The character ma. Alright? So these are the 5 ending connectors. Okay? Ending letters that have word meanings. Now, here's another thing about the ending connectors. A lot of them are words, like come. They're not words, they're endings, but they go on the end of a word. It's just not one letter. It's not one character. It's 2. Come, kun, hum, hun. I believe that's it. Oh, thumb, fun. So you get what I'm trying to say. Fun. Damn, Salaki, I keep moving away from the mic. I usually sit the mic over here. Now I'm over here and you can't, look, man. I can't win, bro. So all right, let me sit it over here. Let me move the mic right. It's on the edge. Damn, the actual mic is off. Yeah, I might have jammed it up. I don't know. Oh, all right, it ain't that. It's falling out right here. There we go. So I'm saying all that. I don't even know if y'all can really hear me. It's clear as now. But I was telling Barzal, I said, man, I can't win. I bring the mic over, and then I start standing over here where I'm usually talking at instead of talking right here. I just need a good spot where I'm out the way, which is usually over here, but then I need y'all to hear me when I get right here. So, I leave the mic in the middle. I guess I'm it's time for me to get out the way. I'll just come over here and stand near the mic, all right? That'd be better. So let's do the first character. Character ha. Okay. Character ha. When this character is at the end of a root word, okay, it's feminine. It's used to make something feminine, okay? And the reason I'm gonna put that up there first, I don't know if I spelled that right, feminine. Used to make something feminine, all right? So the reason why I said that is because when the Lord talks to us, he talks to us as if we're the female. Let me step over here. When the Lord talks to us, he talks to us as if, I guess I gotta be over here. When the Lord talks to us, he talks to us as if we're the female, because we're the lesser in authority. When anybody, any human being, when we talk about the land, okay, or something that we possess, mostly just in the scriptures is just used as the land, right? It's in feminine. Like if I said I was going to North Carolina, North Carolina would be in feminine. Okay? The land would be in feminine. I'm going to New York. That would be in feminine. All right? The land of Israel is just land. It's not, when you say the word land, but when we talk about going to Israel, it's usually in feminine. Not unless you're saying the name of the place, like Bethsaida, right? Bethel, Jerusalem, all right? is when we speaking about the land, and Slaki, that it is in feminine, it just depends on the context. But it's used to show that we're in authority. Yeah, that's not a good spot for me because I'm all in the light. Okay, so now that's why I put that up there. It's used to make something feminine. Okay, but this is what it means. It means she or her. When you see this at the end of a root word or connected to a root word, I don't want to say at the end of a root word. Dang, can't win, so I can't win. When you see this connected to a root word, which is better to say, when you see it connected to a root word, it means, oh, maybe I can get right here. I don't know. I'm gonna just stay right here. When you see it's connected to a root word, it means she or it means her. All right. You see the character ha. It means she or it means her, or it's used to make something feminine. All right. Meaning the lesser in authority. If you get what I'm trying to say. Because even when a woman talks about the land, she will put it in feminine. Because she has the authority over the land. We got dominion over the earth, fish, fowls. We understand that. So really it's used to make something feminine or to show less in authority, pretty much. All right. So when you see it connected to a root word, it means she or it means her, or it's used to make it feminine. Okay. And with that being said, hopefully everybody got that. I'm gonna step out the way real quick and let everybody write that down. That shouldn't be a lot though. So now I'm gonna go ahead and erase it. We're gonna go to the character Y. And the character Y is, matter of fact, since we on the character Y, let's stay right here with it. Now, remember I told you it was some connecting words. Now, I'll do those at the end. Let's do the first one. Let's do the next one. Y. I'm going to write those on the board as well. Let's do the character Y. Okay? Almost. Is that my phone or something? I thought something was ringing for a second. All right, no sweat. Now, the character Y, when you see this at the end of a root word, there's a few different meanings for this Y. All right. The first one, it means his or means him. Right? Now, lastly, it means they. I'll put this in parentheses for a reason. Because when we do the rest of the connectors, because these are just characters that have word meanings. Okay? Character ka, character ma, character ya, wa, and the character ya. These characters, they're letters in the English language, but we call them characters. Okay? These characters have word meanings, right? But there are also words that go on the end of a root word. There's no beginning words that go on the beginning that's connected to a root word. But there are ending words that are connected to a root word. Now, there's an ending word that means they. There's an ending word that means they. But because our language is written in slang, you will see it just the character Y. You won't even see it say they at all. You'll just see, when I say they, meaning the actual word that connects to it. Okay, well, you will see it. It's just that, I'll tell you when we get there. It's just that both of those characters are not on the end of it. One is in the beginning, one is at the end. Okay? So in short, we just use the character Y, or in slang, we just keep the character Y at the end, and it means they. So you sort of got to know what we're talking about. Sort of got to know what we're saying in Israel to understand. All right. Hey, Barzal, can you hook me up some of the wine with the soda? So you sort of got to know what we're saying to get it. All right. Some yayan and soda. Okay. Yayan is the word for wine. So let's keep going. Let's do the next character, the character Yah. Now, when you see the character Yah at the end of a root word, it means me or it means mine. And lastly, it's used as a connector. All right? It's used as a connector, and I'm going to put these in parentheses, all right? Why is it used as a connector? The word Allah, Ha, Ya, come. Right? Allah, Ha, Ya, come. Come is Yah right here. It has no meaning. It's used as a connector. Here, let me see. So that was Alahaya come. Let me see another one. Just like the brothers' names in Hebrew, you might see Gabar, like my son's name, Gabar Ya'ala, right? Gabar Ya'ala. In his case, Yah is a connector. It doesn't have a word meaning. This is a word, that's a word, it's a connector. It's used to connect the subject to the preposition. Damn, it's like I'm all in the way. It's used to connect the subject to the preposition. Why? All right? It's used to connect the subject to the preposition. Like Ashala. Now, with that being said, this is the example. So, with that being said, you should understand that it's used as a connector. There's another one that we use all the time. I try to go to the prayers because we know the prayers, and because we say them a lot. Let me see. Is there any in this prayer? I don't think there's any in this prayer. Not in the Lord's Prayer, where we use the character Yah as a connector. It is, let me see. Let me see. Give me one. Let me check over here. The Lord's Prayer. There's not any in the Lord in the prayer to bless Israel either. I'm just trying to think of somewhere where we say it all the time. Okay. I think we all know the creed of Israel, right? Deuteronomy 6:4. Shema Yasha'Allah, Yahweh, Ha, Ya, Nawa, Alahaya, Nawa, okay? Connecting, used as a connector, Yahweh Akkad, all right? You get what I'm trying to say. It's used as a connector, all right? I don't want to spend too much time trying to think of different ways that that we can use it, or that it's used. Okay. So with that being said, let's get on to the next one. So the character Yah, it means me or it means mine when it's connected to a root word. and it's also used as a connector. All right. I did want to give you one more example. I'll give you another one real quick. You won't ever see the word Abba. You won't ever see Abba. You won't never see that. You won't see his father written this way. You won't see it that way. It's never going to be written like this. It's going to be written as Abba Yahweh. With Yah as the connector for his father. Abba Yahweh, right? Now, Abba is one of the rare words where Yah is in it, where Yah is used as a connector for it. It's not every word needs the character Yah to connect his to father. All right? Abba. Okay? So that was another good example that I had that came to mind that I could show. Let's do the next character, the character Ka. Okay? Character Ka. Character Ka, when it's at the end of a root word or connected to a root word, connected to the end of a root word, it means your. But in slang, it's used as you. Okay? You or your. It's used a lot as you in slang. It's used a lot as you in slang. It means you or your. And Ka is real simple. What do we say? What do we always say that has Ka? Ratazah Ka in the Lord's Prayer. All right. Abanawo, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Ayash, Ka, the Lord's name. Malat with Ka, Taba'ah, Ra, Tazah, Ka. All right. Let me see. Your kingdom, Taba'ah, to come. Your will, Ratazah. Your will, Hayah, be, Aisha, done. Ratazah. Ratazah, Ka. Your will. Okay? Your will. This word is Ratazah. Ka. Ratazah. Ka. Your will. So Ratazah Ka. I think I might be all right here. I think I might be okay. Try to slide this up some if I can. Slide this light up. Maybe, maybe not. I think I did a little something. I don't know, y'all. I'm trying to get these lights together. Okay, Ratazah Ka, your will. Tabiyah, Slakia. Taba'ah, Ratazah Ka. Now notice Tha was on the beginning of Taba'ah, right? It was the character Tha. Taba'ah. This character right here, remember I didn't underline the character Tha because this is a tense. This was future tense for your or you. Because you and your is the same thing in Hebrew. It's the same thing. Your, you, as far as the slang. So the character tha, it's a tense. It's not a connector. It changes the tense from past tense, present tense, or future tense. Where these right here, no matter what the tense is, you're going to still see ka at the end of it if you're saying your. You're going to still see ya at the end of it if you're saying me or my, or connecting a word. No matter what the tense is, you're still going to see these letters connected to a root word. All right, let's do the last one. The character ma, and then we're going to do the actual words that connect to the end of a root word. This is the character ma. Okay, character ma, when it's at the end of a root word, like just slipped my mind. Ma in this, okay, ma by itself is actually a tense. Okay. It's not a tense, but it's not exactly a connector because it's used to say something else. So we won't do ma. Ma is sort of like fa, sort of like fa in this sense. I was debating whether I wanted to do ma because ma is masculine. Since I got it up here, ma is masculine, right? For how we say a thumb, right? A thumb is you masculine, because you got a thigh, and then you got a thumb is feminine. It's masculine plural. All right, it's masculine for the males, and it's masculine plural. Okay, and that's really what it is. It's not exactly a connector, right? And that's what I'm trying to say. It doesn't have like a meaning. Because the word a thigh is you, but a thumb is you masculine plural. Just like nah, I didn't put the character nah up here because I know nah is the same way. But I did put ma in it. So Salakia, ma is actually not actually connected. I mean, you could keep it. Since I had it up there, we might as well keep it. But it's not a connector. I mean, it is. We gotta do it. Okay. So since we just did ma, now we have to do the character na. It's not an official word. It doesn't have a word meaning. It just shows that it's masculine plural, and then na at the end is feminine plural. Okay. Like I gotta actually put the character. You can keep it just because I did it, but it's not. These are not actually word meanings. They're not connectors because they don't have word meanings. Okay, but they do connect to the end of a root word, which is why I'll do it. But they're not connectors. Okay, so now, so y'all can have this as an extra. These aren't connectors. Okay, so the character na is, I'll put it in. Actually, y'all tripping. Character na is feminine plural. Character na. So it doesn't have a word meaning. So these are not actual connectors, but they do connect onto the word. All right, so it's good to show this because we did it. Okay, and because they are connectors, they do connect to the word. They just don't have word meaning. So they're connected. They just don't have a word meaning. So just note that down. It's just used to show masculine or feminine plural. All right. Now, with that being said, now let's go into the actual words that connect to the end of a root word. Okay. The actual words that connect to the end of a root word. So I should have just kept this up here. Since we had ha at the beginning, we'll just use hum. and then hun. Just like you had thumb and thun. Hum, hun. Same thing back up there. Hun. Right? Thumb. Slovakia. Yeah, thumb. And then you have thun. I'm gonna put the pronunciations next to them. You also have you got hun, hum, thun, thumb. You got come. Now I'm gonna break all this down to you in a second. Come. You also have con. All right. You also have con. We ain't blocked or nothing on YouTube any of that, is it?
Nah.
All right. Okay. All right. You also have con. And notice it's the same thing. Ma, hum. Once you go. Oh, Salaki. All right. Are we connected to this? Sound a little bit scratchy. Boom. All right. So notice, if you notice, there's a pattern. There's a pattern of ma and na, ma na, right? That's why the Lord had me show the character ma and then the character na as masculine plural, because this is you or your. Remember the character ka? I'll get to it when we get there. Hum, hun, thumb, thun, come, kun. What else? Oh, character ya at the beginning and the character wa at the end. Okay. So this is the word hun. Hum. This is the word hun. This is thumb. This is the word fun. Okay. Of course, come and kun. And then the character ya and the character wa. So you got ya at the beginning, and then you got wa at the end. Okay? So I'm putting like a little slash there. The character ya and the character wa. Now, I don't know if y'all can see this, right? Y'all can see it clearly, but Lord's will you can. Okay? So we're gonna get into the first word. The first one is the word hum. First one is the word hum. Okay? And not ham, which will be in English. Not the Africans, but hum. Because remember, that their name in Hebrew is Chum. The Africans, Cha, and then the character Ma at the end. I put the actual character Ma. And the character Ma, and their name means hot. And these are the Africans, right? Not these, not the Africans, but hum. Hum meaning there. Okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and erase, step out of the way. Maybe I might want to copy it down. Hum means there. All right, everybody should have it. As you know, we can screenshot it now and all that, so it should be good. Hum, when it's connected to the end of a root word, it means there. it right. T-H-E-I-R. I think I put T-H-E-I-R. T-H-E-I-R. Had a feeling. Look at that, so that I don't know too right. All right, there. And it's there, but it's masculine. Of course, masculine plural. I shouldn't have to say plural because we know there is masculine plural. Not like over there, but this is their car. Like this car belongs to them. Salaki, I forgot to put that as well. It also means them. So when you see them and when you see the word there, it has hum on the end. This belongs to them. This is their whatever. This is their TV. That TV belongs to them. That's the character hum. It's masculine plural. Now, if we went to move on, if we went to the word hun, this should be easy. I think everybody knows what this is already. Hun, let me fix that letter N. All right, the word hun, I think we know already that it's feminine plural. That this is their house. This is their kids. Those kids belong to them. Those are their dresses. Those are their head pieces, their head covers, their head scarves. Those head scarves belong to them. We know that it's feminine. All right? Think we all can understand that. That was pretty easy. Okay? So there is feminine. Them, there is the word hun for the sisters, and the word hum for the brothers. All right? Let's keep going. Next up is the word thumb. Now, I believe everybody should know this already. This ain't gonna take but 2 seconds to break down. If you've been in the ISUPK for 2 weeks, I think you might have learned thumb and thun. So this is the word thumb. Okay? Thumb is you, but it is you plural. So it's saying y'all. I'm doing it just like that, where it's all y'all. And yes, that is a black word. That is a Latino word. That is a Native American Indian word, y'all. It's our word. Y'all go in and do this. I don't give a damn who made it up. It belongs to us now. Okay? Thumb is you, but it's masculine plural. So it's saying y'all. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, Ragathon. To all the brothers. The Lord, in the name of Jesus, bless you. Or bless y'all. Bless y'all. Okay? Thumb. Now, once again, thun, once we move on to thun, it's the same thing, it's just feminine. Because na is feminine plural. Okay? And just so you know, this is a tense. I'm going to get to this in a second. Okay? We'll get to that part in a second. These characters, remember, there's certain characters. Now, let me stick with this real quick, and then I'm gonna get to that. We'll get to that in a second. All right? So thun, we all know it's feminine. It's you or y'all, feminine plural. Okay? That's it. Yahweh Shamar Isle, a thun. And then you got ma, na. And then you got thumb and thumb. All right, a thumb. Thumb is the actual word for it's. Okay, I'm really showing y'all with thumb and thumb the showing y'all two things, right? It's really this word right here, a thumb. That really that you're learning without knowing it. A thigh, because the root word is a thigh. This is the word for you, and it's gender neutral. I hate to say that word in this class, but it is gender neutral. It doesn't matter if it's a man or a female or both. Hate to say that too. All right, let's keep going. Well, so really, you just adding na to make it feminine or ma to make it masculine. So that's really what you learn. You learn the word atha in Hebrew. Okay? I'm just showing you. Now, let's keep going. But they just clip everything we're doing. The oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Okay? Now I get to explain this and break this down. It's a little bit more. With the character ka, with the character ma, and these two are connected. The word is come. Okay? And it means, you guessed it, I don't know if y'all guessed it or not, but I'm just saying, you guessed it. It means you or it means your. Okay? And it's masculine plural. And this is why I say you guessed it, because what is the character ma? Masculine plural. What is the character ka? Character ka is you or your when it's at the end of a root word. Okay? You remember we did rataza ka. Rataza ka. Right? Let's do this. Let's do bayat. Bayat is house. I won't put it on the bottom. I'm going to squeeze it and I'll put it over here. Let's do the word bayat. All right? Bayat is the word house. Okay? House, it also in Hebrew means home. And it also means family. All right? Family. Bayat. Who's in your home? Who's in your house? I tell you who's in your house. Bayat come. Okay? Your, or, so like I gotta put this too. I gotta put y'all, because y'all is an Israelite word that we came up with. Y'all, I'm talking about the slang word that we say today. I'm putting that up there because that belongs to us. Your family. And I'm talking to husband and wife. Or I'm talking to the brothers. Bayat come. Your family. Okay? Bayat come. Who's in your house? Bayat come. Bayat come. I'm not sure if I believe it will be Wayah in your house. Okay, it's like who's in your house, your family. Or who, how can I say this in Hebrew? I'm trying to think of it and say it at the same time. Now, so y'all know, at the end of these lessons, you are going to be off the top of your head putting sentences together. You're going to be speaking your language. So right now I'm about to say who's in your house? Maya. Right, it's a question. I can even put ha, Maya, but I don't need to do all that. This is extra. Maya, I'm saying who, you already know I'm forming the question with who. Who, I can say Mayawa, ba, who is, Baba, Waya, Baba Waya, come. Talking to the Akim in the school. Let me ask the Akim something. Mayawa Baba Waya, Baba Waya, come. I got a feeling that I don't need to put this here, so I'm not going to. I just got a feeling just from how I said it. I don't think why should go ahead. I'm gonna leave it there for the teaching purpose, just in case. All right, because why goes in between the first two characters. Mayawa Baba Waya, Mayawa Baba Waya. Who is, right? Salaki. I'm just writing all over this damn board. Salaki. Forgive me for that. Let's actually put this up there. Put this up there. Okay? Everybody should have that. Let's actually do this small phrase or question. Salaki. Maya, meaning who. Why? At the end, because it goes in between the first two characters, but it's a question. Okay? It's like let me see. It's like Kawa. Alright? In the Lord's Prayer, is it here? Where is it at? Right here. Ba Arataza Kawa. In the earth, as it is, or as present tense, haya, be or it be, Bashamaya, in heaven. Alright? So Kawal is as, remember the beginning connectors, the character ka, with the wa behind it to say is. Alright? So Mayawa, who, or maybe you might want to say Mawaya in between the first two characters. But from how I've seen it, I believe it should be Mayawa. Okay? Who is? Alright? Mayawa, who is? Present tense. Akim out there, I'm asking y'all a question. Kyle Akim. Lakal Akim. It's all the Akim, right? Mayawa, wa, ya. Wa ya, come. Okay? Who is, Mayawa, who is present tense, in house, in house present tense, right? This is house, but it's also present tense. I'm gonna put a P in parentheses for present tense, just so y'all know. This Y is saying present tense. Both of these Y's are saying present tense. In house, your. Or, this y'all can get what I'm saying, y'all. Mayawa, Babawayakum. Lakal, Akim. Lakal Akim, got a question for y'all. To all the Akim, I have a question. Mayawa, alright? Mayawa, am I saying that right? Mayawa. What was I saying before? Was I saying something? Mayawa. Yeah, Mayawa, Babawayakum. I was saying Mayawa. That's what I was saying. Mayawa. I was saying it a different way. I'm like, I'm saying something, a whole nother word. Let's, for the exercise, let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. Let's just do Mayawa. Mawaya. In between the first two characters, just to make it easier. Let's just go with it in between the first two characters. You can't go wrong by doing that. All right? Mawaya. Mawaya, Babawayaka. All right? Let me put how you pronounce it. Mawaya. All right? The present tense. Wa. Ba. Wa with the present tense, ya, and then come. Okay, both of these is present tense. Mawaya, babawayaka, lakal akim. To all the akim, to all the brothers, mawaya, babawayaka, mawaya, babawayaka. Who is in your house? We all know who's in our houses, our family. Our family. Baya, Nawa. Might be Baya in Nawa. The character Ya is connected. All right, so let's keep going. I should write the answer. Let me just put the answer up there since I asked the question. And then I said the answer. Let me just write it out. Who's in your house? Your family. All right. Ba. Ya. Now. Ba ya. Now. Salaki. I said our family. Oh, right, that was the answer. Because Salaki, I answered the question as if I was one of the brothers. So who's in your house? Who's in Bayaf? Okay. Bayaf Nawa is in our house. It might be Bayaf Yidnawa. Meaning our family is in our house. Our family. Because I know for sure it ain't no strangers up in the crib unless they doing a damn census or something. I mean, we won't let, as Israelites, we don't really let people in our house that ain't our bloodline. Which is why we went wrong with the oppressor, our Gadite brothers and our Reubenite brothers. We went wrong with the oppressor because we let them in our house. And we should not. Should not let them in our house. Okay? Now, that being said, let's keep going. And when I say bloodline, I'm talking about the Israelite. Because remember, we got the law that you should bring the strangers in, and that you should not, that you should take in the homeless at night. You know what I mean? Remember that law, where I don't think it was a law that you bring in the homeless. I just think that's what we did. I'm not sure, so don't quote me on that. But it said it is a law in the Bible that you bring the strangers in, okay? You know what I mean? Around the Passover, you let the strangers in your home, meaning people that are Israelites that we don't know because they from out of town. They come into the Passover. You live in Jerusalem. They ain't got nowhere to stay. You gonna leave them outside? The kids, you gonna leave the babies outside? But then you go open arms, the oppressor? Come on now. Better think. All right, with that being said, I did thumb, I did thun, I did come. Kun, let me just put this back over there. So I put cop first. Kun, okay? And this ain't, I'll get into it once I write it. Once I write it out. Kun. This kun is not the kun, it's not this kun right here. It's not kun out of one kun. That's not this one. All right? This is not kun out of one kun. Okay? It's not that. Right? It's not this type. I keep doing it. It's not this type of kun. Okay? It looks like the same word, it's the same letters, but it's a different word. All right? What's the, in English, you have a sum of money, and then you got a sum people. You need to get the hell out. There's two different ones. You got the lump sum that is usually us owing or praying that we getting paid, and then you got some people that just that owe a debt. All right. Now those two words sound the same in English, but they're two different words, even though they sound exactly the same. Well, in the case of kun and kun, okay, case of these two words, what we're saying is this one is your. This kun is your or y'all, right? Or you, but it's feminine plural. It's feminine plural. And it goes at the end of a word, of a root word. So kun. Now the other kun, it meant, so this kun is your, y'all, or you, and it's feminine plural. The other one means yes or so. That's what the other kun means, not this one. Okay? So the last but not least, can I get a time check? 8:23. 8:23. Last but not least is what I wanted to go into about the word they. The word they. And I got some time to give y'all some numbers. I can give y'all some numbers. So the word they, when it's, or the connecting word they, right? Let's use bayah. Bayah, to say in this case, we're going to use it as family, right? So bayah, we're going to use it, we're using it today as family, right? Bayah means house. You already know that it means home, and we know it means family as well, because mawayah, baba, wayah come. It means who's in your house and who's in our house. Bayah come. Our bayah now, our family. All right. So you're gonna use the word bayah as family. You're gonna use it as family. So I wanted to say they family. Not okay. In English, you would say their family. Bayah come. Oh, Salakia. I'm glad I brought out that yah as a connector. It's usually bayah yakam. Whenever you see come or kun, right? So this is the word come. It usually has a yah connected to it. Bayah yakam. Something yakam. Whenever you see these words, kun, most of the time, depending on the word, it has the connector yah in it. Bayah yakam. Bayath Yahum. Bayath Yahun. You won't really see it just Bayath Hun, Bayath Hum, Bayath Come. It's usually Bayath Yakum, Alahaya Come. I think Alahaya might be the word God, though. Another way to say God. But Bayath Yakum, and all those different Yakum, or Yahun. So it usually has the character Yah in there connecting the two. All right, we go more into that, but let's use it today. All right, I mean let's use this word Bayath today as house, and the word house, the word home, and the word family. You want to choose the word family. All right, to get back into the lesson. Like I said. You will see in the scriptures where all these come into play. So now, let me put Bayath back up here. So when you want to say they family, right, which brought me into what I just was saying, that whole thing. In English, you might hear it as they might say their family. But you'll say that in Hebrew as well. It'll have hum or hun, depending on what you say. But sometimes we might be saying, yo, they family crazy. So the character Yah at the beginning and the character Wah at the end. So now it's Yah, Bayah, Wah. These two right here means they. And most of the time, like I was saying in the scriptures, you're just going to see Y at the end. But it's saying they family. They family crazy. Yabayaf Y, crazy. Okay. Crazy, deranged. Okay. Y'all know karate, they know kicking, nigga, ASS. All right, they know crazy. So they is Yah at the beginning, Y at the end. But most of the time you won't see Yah at the beginning. You'll just see Bayath Y. And it'll be saying they house instead of it saying his house. It's not saying his. You might think it's saying that if you don't know the context of what's being said, or which is why you can't sneak this, or you don't know what the hell happened. If you knew what happened, then you will know who did it. Which is why you can't sneak this, because you won't know what the hell you're talking about. You won't know if it's his house or if it's their house. Which is why there's no gossip, no eavesdropping in Israel, because when you try to start eavesdropping, you might drop what's actually being said. You might miss the point. I heard him say, I heard her say, I heard them say, that his house is such and such. And you pinning it on some brother or some sister, and it's actually got nothing to do with that brother or sister. It's talking about they, hum niggas, meaning them niggas, hum niggas, niggas hum. All right? You missed the point. You think it's talking about this one cat, because to you, he seemed like the perfect predator. But you missed all those guys over there that was actually the predator. That actually did it because you didn't know the context. And you have to know the context in a slang language or you will miss what is being said. You will misunderstand what's being said. You will not understand it. It won't make any sense. For you'll make false judgments because you did not have enough information. Which is why you can't sneak this. You can't be on the side talking about somebody, and you also can't be on the other side trying to hear what's being said about somebody. So you can run and tell that and then mess it all up, and then, somebody coming to see you after that, just so you know. Because when it comes to that, because when you can't sneak this, and somebody finds out who messed it up, it's got to come back to you. You can't sneak this in the language. All right? Now, with that being said, now I'm going to give y'all some numbers. All right? So that was that. We did the whole thing, okay? The character Yah at the beginning and Y at the end. And most of the time, you're not even going to see the character Yah at the beginning. Okay, not most of the time, sometimes. Can't say sometimes. A lot of times, that's better. A lot of times you're just going to see Y at the end, okay? Because it just depends on the context and, I've seen it actually used the regular way with Yah at the beginning and Y at the end a whole lot more than I've seen it without it. But the amount of times that I've seen it without it is like damn near the same. It's probably only 10 times more I've seen it the right way. Now think about how much that is. For it to be 10 times less. Think about it being used every day. How many times did you say they today? Him today. So I've seen it that many times used they with just the character Y. It's all in Psalms 83. All those Y's at the beginning, at the end of the word, such and such Y, something Y. That's saying they. They are confederate against thee. They have lifted up the head. They are confederate against thee. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. They have said, come, let us take what did it say? That the name of the Lord be no more. That the name of Israel be no more. All right, that's the only thing I can remember. That's a lot. Yeah, come, let us take. Damn, I forgot. Let's pull up Psalms 83. But I do want to try to get it without it. Come on, y'all, type it in. Yeah, confederate against thee. They have said, come, let us take.
Come, let us take hold of this strong.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. They have said, come, let us take to ourselves the houses by Yah, of Yahweh in possession. Who's the houses of the Lord? Who's the family of the Lord? Israel.
Right.
And it took a little bit for that one, but I ain't gonna lie, I forgot. I was blank for a second. Come, let us take to ourselves by Yah. By Yah. Now, I'm not sure what it says in the scriptures, right? The houses of Yahweh. It might say by Yah, right? Houses, plural. Or it might just say by Yah. Or Bawayah, right? Is it Bawayathia? That might be a word. That might be. Let's pull up Psalms. Let me do this real quick. Let's pull up Psalms 83. Because we got a little bit of time. 834. Pull down 83. Psalm 83, we're going to pull it up in the Blue Letter Bible. Go ahead and do this real quick. And we're going to see what it says and use it Psalms. Let me just share this real quick so y'all can see what's going on. Big shout out to everybody that's online right now. It's take this here. Let's just put it over here. There we go. All right, Mike, right here. The mic should be able to pick me up. All right. Psalms 83. About 4. About Psalms 83 and 4. You can move them a little slow. Here we go. Psalms 83 says, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh, or O God. Hold not thy peace and be not still, O Yahweh, or God. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult. They that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have said, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. Verse 4. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation. That's what it said. In the name of Israel, damn, I was wrong. Maybe no more remember. I said, let us take to ourselves the house of Yahweh in possession. I think that's down.
That's needs to hear the beginning. That's it.
So I was actually quoting the wrong one. I said, let us take to ourselves the houses of the power and possession. But the one I was thinking about was actually this one. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation. All right? This is actually one I was thinking about, which is crazy. All right? Now, that they may, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance, for they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. Okay? Yep, tabernacles of Edom, right here, the Ishmaelites, and the Moab of Hagarenes. They have opened the children of Lot. Now the word they is in here a lot, right? That's why I'm going through. So let's actually go to it. We're going to take away these dots. Let's just show it. Okay. Boom, keep not thy silence. Let's go to the next one. Hold on. Let's just find day. 83 and 2. Right here, the next one. Okay. Kayahana, for lo. Awayabyaka, which I cannot wait to, I couldn't name my dog Awayabyaka this time. Your enemy, because it was a female and I wanted it to be a male. So I named it Diana. But I'm gonna give me another dog. That's a boy. My name is Black Behind Awayabyaka. Your enemy. For lo, thine enemies. Okay? Alright, Awayabyaka. Now, if y'all notice that Yah, the character Yah, because Awayab is enemy. Alright? Let me click on this. So, Awayab, yeah. Okay? It comes from the root word ayab, which is enemy. The character wa in between the first two characters, remember and then yabab. So it's awayab because of the present tense. The wa in between the first two characters is present tense. So awayab and then ya connected. Right? So actually ya is plural. Damn, I forgot to tell you that. Yah is masculine plural. Alright? Let's keep going. Thy enemies, Yahama Yawan. Alright? Thy enemies, Yahama Yawan, which is make a tuna. Wama Shana Yaka. I forget how this one is pronounced. Wama Shana Yaka. Oh no, man, we got to find this in the Hebrew. Psalms 83. I got it up here, y'all. I can't pronounce this one right here. All right, wait. Let's find the root word, and I'll tell you. So, Mashah Na'ah, and then Yah at the end. And they that hate thee. Okay, so hate thee. Wa is and then ka is thee. You, remember Old Quaker English is thee, thou, thine, Thy, all that means you and yours. Mashanaya. We gotta get the paper, man. I can't get this one in my head for nothing. Now, Nasha'ah, and then Ra'ash. Nasha'ah is lifted up. What is the Y at the end? They have lifted up. They have lifted up the head, right? They have lifted up the head. Remember, that's what it says. Have they that hate thee have lifted up the head. Okay, let's go to the next one. How do I set this out? Okay, all right. It's the last one that we about to go to. Just want to show y'all this day right here. Let us cut them off. They have said, let us take crafty counsel. Is the first word in here. Let's pull it and see how it's used. See if it says wa. And so I can see if it says ya amarwa. It does not say ya amarwa. Remember, they have said amarwa. What's the root word? Amar. What's this y at the end? It means that. That's so easy. They have said amarwa. That's what I mean. I've seen it as many times used with just wa. Now, this ain't saying his said, or him said, or said him. Okay? It's saying they said. And that's really how you'll understand Salaki. I didn't move this thing. I did not mean to do that. That's really how you'll understand the context, because even though we learn the language again like babies today, we actually don't speak like babies in our land. Right now, you might be talking to a baby and you might say, him said this, right? Mommy, him said this. That's how a kid talks. Him said, right? It's nothing that's going to say said his. It's not going to be said his or him said. You're not going to see that. Let me switch this back to the board. Lock it. So y'all can see what I'm saying. It's not going to be said his or him said. You're never going to see that. Why? Because whatever the his is talking about is going to be on the word. Whatever said his brother is going to be brother in Hebrew, which is ak. Okay? And then it's going to be his at the end. I'll try to make it better. His is going to be at the end. I can't get away with it. Gotta redo it. His is at the end. So it's going to be said his brother. Said his brother, because the action word goes first. All right? So it's going to be said, and then brother his in Hebrew. Said brother his. And his is going to be at the end. Akwa. Or ak yuwa. Might have a ya in there as a connector. Akua. Or akwa, his brother. Right? It's never going to be said his or him said this. A baby might talk like that. A baby might say him said in English. Mommy, him said a bad word. So a baby might speak like that today, but our language ain't like that. So, meaning we would never speak like that as an adult at all. You know what I mean? Not even in English. So that's how you know the context in Hebrew, because it ain't no him said this. When it says he said, Yah at the beginning of the root word, Yah amar, right? And Yah in this case, which I did before, is to show direction. which we went over last week. It just shows direction. Because the only thing that matters is the person. It's not going to be he said and then the sentence just go on to what he said. It's going to be who the hell said it. In this case, Barzal said it. Listen. That's a lot, Barzal. Barzal said it, y'all. Him said the bad word, not me. It's Barzal. Him said the bad word. So it's going to be the person's name. Ya'amar Barzal, and then it's going to be what he said. Because you cannot sneak this in his language. You can't be a coward. Our culture ain't made for cowards, man. So that's how you'll know the context if it's saying they, because it ain't gonna be him said. You'll be talking to a grown man, he's gonna say him said this. You know he's gonna be saying, it's automatic. You know he's saying they said. All right, or it's never gonna be said his. Yeah, said his brother. Remember, English is backwards. In English, the his go right here. Said his brother. That's not Hebrew. Hebrew is said brother his. Said brother his. That's how you know it's definitely talking about this cat, whoever the brother is definitely talking about his brother. It's definite. It's not a guess. You know his brother said it. How do you know? Because it said brother. The first thing that you ask him is who said it? It's brother. It's not him. It's the brother. It's his brother. In English, you gotta say, yeah, his brother did it. His brother, not him, his brother. In Hebrew is said brother. And when you ask somebody, what happened? Said brother, his. So the first thing you're gonna know is, the first thing that's gonna stand out is the brother said this. And then you're gonna find out whose brother it is. You're gonna find out that it's somebody's brother. So now, before you even get mad at the person, you're already on his brother's head. Said brother, and then whose brother? Said brother her. Said brother his. Said brother there. Said brother they. Said they brother. They brother said this. His brother said her brother. Their brother. So the first thing that we're going to know is that's a good him said. Maybe him said. We ain't doing shit. Him said. Then you're going to proceed to beat his ASS. And yes, in Hebrew it is going to be ASS got beat his. I just had to say that. Maybe y'all didn't get it. Because when you proceed to beat the person's behind, you're gonna find out that somebody's behind got whooped first. And then you'll find out who the person is. Because that's how Hebrew works. We want to know what happened. What happened? Oh, such and such got beat up. What? Oh, such and such brother got beat up. Oh, sister. That's how Hebrew works. You don't want to be all day. Well, what happened? Well, see, it was his brother there first. No, just tell me what happened. Whose brother? Wait a minute. Who? Just tell me what happened, then tell me who did it. Well, I gotta let you know what who was there first. We don't want to know that. When we call, we want to know that the house is on fire. We don't want to know that it was you, Kim, Tyrese, Erica. Y'all was getting high. Later on, after an hour of explaining who was all there, it was me, Erica. Wait, it was me, Tim, and Erica, and Mike. Was Mike there? No, baby. What happened? Yeah, well, I'm trying to tell you what happened. It's me and Eric and Keisha. Just tell me what happened. Oh, the house caught on fire. That shouldn't go at the end. That should be at the beginning. Okay? And that's how our language works. The action word is going to be at the beginning. And the connecting word or describing the action, that comes after you actually say what the action word is. Then you describe it. So the action is said his brother, is the brother saying. Whose brother? His brother, her brother, their brother, Salaki, they brother. And that's how the language works. Okay? With that being said, 8:50, let's wrap it up. We got to wrap it up a little bit early today. I go over a few things for a radio show, man, with one of the brothers. Big shout out to Priest and Officer Mashal. All right? Out in the Midwest under Captain Mawa Quad. We're going to hit him up, man. We got to work out some things. And with that, Anya Watazayan, Anya Kahan Wakwatazayan Mara, Mawarka Kayahayawam, Anya Ibar La'al La Barzaraka. All right? Priest Officer Mara, the teacher for the day, and pass the class to Barzar.
Get Priest Officer Morale Morning.
How you doing announcements? I'm gonna put some numbers up on the board.
Come. This is an ISUPK security announcements. We are ISUPK, start out at 1 West, 125th Street, all of New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister comes into the school, they are all limited for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother and sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to the brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Ties, which is a commandment, you read about it in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verses 21. Also the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. My Isupk means 10% in Hebrew. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you get to the treasury department. Priest one free will offering for the priest, not mandatory. Whatever amount you would like to give, after becoming a holy convocation will be the Passover, April 1st in North Carolina. From Mount Akim and Aqua to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If any brother wants to be a trooper in the school, start to wear all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, I imagine, which means to stand.
Okay, hold on, Salak here. Give me 1 second. All right, so I'm gonna put this last, that's how I pronounce it, up here. All right, Salak here. It's 1 to 5, y'all. I got it. Okay, go ahead, buzz on.
God. Men of Israel, we're going to get a brothers a courteous salute. Men of Israel, Isupk, Imagine, Barak, Yahweh Ba'ashir, Yahweh Shah, Yahweh with your hands down, Sar, which means turn, to face the sisters like Imagine, which means to stand. Sisters, you have Imagine Shabbat, will be with your feet at a 45-degree angle, with your right hand clasped over your left. When we say Barak, with an open hand, smack your chest, and say the salute back to the brothers. Men of Israel, we're going to give the sisters a courteous salute. Men of Israel, Shabbat, Imagine, Barak, Yahweh Shema, Lechem Ba'ashir, Yahweh Shah, Yahweh, class dismissed.
Shalom, Israel. Thank you for tuning in. And shalom.